If you are a man over 30 and feel that something has changed in your intimate performance, if that strength and confidence you once had are no longer the same, if you avoid intimate moments because you are afraid of disappointing, then this video was made especially for you. I know it's hard to talk about it. I know it's a subject that affects your ego, your self-esteem, your masculinity. But the truth is that you are not alone in this silent battle that many men face. This is a much more common reality than you think, and today I'm going to share information that can completely transform your life. First, I want you to like this video because it helps me a lot to continue bringing important content like this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss any information that could change your life. And at the end of this video, leave a comment telling us if you've been through something similar or if you know someone who has. Let's create a support community here, because together we are stronger. Do you know the difference between a 25-year-old man and a 45-year-old man when it comes to virility? It's not just age. It's not just the passage of time. It's a profound hormonal issue that happens inside our bodies and that most men don't even realize is happening. I'm talking about the natural decline in testosterone, the hormone that makes us feel like real men, that gives us energy, stamina, strength, and above all, that unshakable confidence when it counts. But here's the problem that no one has told you. Society doesn't teach men to take care of this. It doesn't teach them that there are natural, safe, and effective ways to regain what time has taken away. It doesn't teach them that there is a way to feel like they did in their 20s, but with the experience and wisdom they have today. And worst of all, many men suffer in silence, thinking that this is normal, that it's part of aging, that there's no way around it. Let me tell you a true story. I met a 42-year-old man, married for 15 years, father of 2 children, who was going through a terrible crisis. He told me that he avoided any intimate situation with his wife because he was afraid of failing. His anxiety was so great that he preferred to make up excuses, say he was tired, that he had a lot of work, anything to avoid facing that situation. His wife was beginning to think that he no longer desired her, that perhaps he had someone else, and their marriage was hanging by a thread. This man was living in a silent hell. He woke up every day feeling less of a man, less capable, less confident. At work, it also affected his performance. He had lost that energy, that drive, that determination he always had. It was as if a dark cloud had taken over his life, and he didn't know how to get out of that situation. His story is not unique. Millions of men around the world go through the same thing. And do you know why this happens? Because after the age of 30, we start to lose testosterone. It's not a dramatic drop, but it's constant. Every year that passes, we lose about 1% of our hormone levels. It seems like a small amount, but imagine the accumulation over the years. By the age of 40, you've already lost at least 10%. By 50, it's 20% or more. And testosterone isn't just about sex. It's the hormone of male vitality. It affects your energy, your mood, your motivation, your physical strength, your ability to concentrate, your confidence, your determination. When it decreases, you don't just lose your libido, you lose part of your masculine essence. And that creates a terrible, vicious cycle. You become less confident in bed, so you avoid sex. When you avoid sex, you feel less like a man. When you feel less like a man, your self-esteem plummets. When your self-esteem is low, you become even less confident. And so, the cycle perpetuates itself, getting worse and worse, more and more destructive. But I have some excellent news for you. This cycle can be broken. There is a natural, safe, and effective way to regain your male vitality. There are specific nutrients that nature created exactly for this purpose. And today I'm going to share with you what those nutrients are and how they can transform your life. The first element I want to introduce to you is Peruvian maca, an extraordinary root that grows in the Andes Mountains under extreme altitude and temperature conditions. The indigenous peoples of this region have used maca for over 2,000 years as a symbol of fertility, vigor, and male vitality. Modern scientific studies have confirmed what these peoples have known for centuries. Maca has the power to naturally increase energy levels, improve libido, and strengthen male sexual performance. Maca works in a very intelligent way in your body. It does not force anything, does not create dependence, and does not cause dangerous side effects. Instead, it works directly on the endocrine system, helping the body to better produce and regulate male hormones. Research indicates that men who used maca for a few weeks reported significant improvements in sexual desire, erection quality, overall energy, and even mood. But maca is just the beginning of this journey to recovery. There is another powerful nutrient called Tribulus terrestris, a small but extraordinary plant that has been used for thousands of years in different cultures to restore male virility. Tribulus works differently from maca, but in a complementary way. While maca works on the general endocrine system, Tribulus focuses specifically on stimulating the body's natural production of testosterone. What makes Tribulus so special is that it does not replace the hormone. It does not force anything artificial into your body. Instead, it simply awakens your body's natural ability to produce testosterone, which may be dormant or functioning below its potential due to stress, age, poor diet, lack of exercise, or other factors of modern life. Now let me explain in detail why so many men go through this, and why it is essential that you understand that it is not your fault. We live in a society that demands a lot from men. We have to be providers. We have to be strong. We have to solve all problems. We have to always be ready, always willing, always confident. But no one teaches us how to maintain this energy over the years. Modern life is a silent enemy of male testosterone. Chronic stress from work, bills, responsibilities raises cortisol levels in the body, and cortisol is a direct enemy of testosterone. The more stressed you are, the less testosterone your body produces. It's a primitive survival mechanism. In times of extreme stress, the body prioritizes immediate survival over reproduction. Modern diets don't help either. Processed foods, preservatives, excess sugar, and a lack of essential nutrients all interfere with hormone production. Our grandparents ate purer, more nutritious foods that were richer in the elements the male body needs to maintain vitality. Today, even when we try to eat well, we often fail to get all the nutrients we need from food alone. A sedentary lifestyle is another villain. Physical exercise, especially strength training, stimulates testosterone production. But most modern men spend all day sitting, in traffic, at the office, at home. The body understands this as a sign that it does not need to maintain high levels of anabolic hormones. Lack of quality sleep also greatly impairs hormone production. It is during deep sleep that our body produces most of its daily testosterone. Men who sleep less than 6 hours a night can have testosterone levels up to 40% lower than men who get 8 hours of restful sleep. And there's more. Exposure to environmental chemicals and toxins, found in plastics, cleaning products, and pesticides, also interferes with the male hormone system. These compounds, called endocrine disruptors, confuse the hormone system and can decrease testosterone production while increasing the production of female hormones in the male body. Now you understand why it's not your fault? You are fighting against an entire society that conspires, even if unintentionally, against your male vitality. But the good news is that there are ways to win this battle, and one of the most effective is to provide your body with exactly the nutrients it needs to optimize natural hormone production. This is where the third key element I want to introduce to you comes in: fenugreek. This extraordinary seed, used for centuries in cooking and traditional medicine, has unique properties for balancing male hormones and improving blood circulation in the intimate areas. Studies suggest that fenugreek can increase levels of free testosterone in the body, the type that really makes a difference in your sexual performance and mood. Fenugreek works in two main ways. First, it contains compounds that help release testosterone that is bound to proteins in the blood, making it more available for the body to use. Second, it improves insulin sensitivity, which indirectly promotes hormone production and male sexual health. Men with better insulin control tend to have healthier hormone levels and better sexual performance. And it doesn't stop there. The fourth ingredient I want to introduce is saw palmetto, a special palm tree that offers protection for prostate health while optimizing male hormonal function. Research indicates that men who use saw palmetto regularly have better urinary flow, healthier prostates, and more balanced hormone levels. It's like life insurance for your masculinity, protecting and optimizing at the same time. Saw palmetto is especially important for men over 40, when prostate problems begin to become more common. A healthy prostate is essential for good sexual function, and saw palmetto helps maintain this delicate balance. In addition, it also helps regulate levels of DHT, a derivative of testosterone that, when in excess, can cause prostate problems and even male pattern baldness. Now, you may be wondering where to find all these nutrients in the right dosage, in the ideal combination, with the purity and quality necessary to really make a difference in your life. Because it's one thing to know that these elements exist, but it's another thing to get access to a formula that really works. And here's the problem most men face. There are thousands of products on the market that promise miracles, but few that actually deliver results. Some have very low doses of active ingredients. Others use ingredients of dubious quality. Still others combine the elements inappropriately, impairing absorption and effectiveness. And many are simply opportunistic products that take advantage of the desperation of men who are suffering. That is exactly why I want to introduce you to Alpha Vita, a supplement that has been specifically developed for men who want to regain their male vitality naturally and safely. Alpha Vita is not just another product on the market. It is an advanced formula that combines all the nutrients I mentioned in scientifically studied dosages to enhance their effects and deliver real results. Each capsule of Alpha Vita contains 200 milligrams of pure Peruvian maca, the most potent and concentrated variety. It contains 70 milligrams of standardized fenugreek extract to ensure the ideal concentration of active compounds. It contains 80 milligrams of high-quality saw palmetto, processed to preserve all active ingredients. And it contains 3 milligrams of concentrated tribulus terrestris, a precise amount to stimulate natural testosterone production without overloading the body. But Alpha Vita goes beyond these 4 main ingredients. The formula also includes 125 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells and improves insulin sensitivity, indirectly contributing to hormonal health. It includes 50 milligrams of forskolin, a compound extracted from the Coleus forscoli plant that helps optimize metabolism and can contribute to maintaining healthy hormone levels. The formula also contains 30 milligrams of silymarin, the active ingredient in milk thistle, which protects the liver and aids in the proper metabolism of hormones. A healthy liver is essential for male hormonal balance, as it processes and eliminates used hormones, allowing new hormones to be produced properly. But what makes Alpha Vita really special is the presence of black pepper extract. This ingredient may seem simple, but it plays a key role in the formula. It contains a compound called bioperine, which increases the absorption of all other nutrients by up to 20 times, ensuring that your body gets the most out of every element in the formula. It's like a natural turbocharger that makes one Alpha Vita capsule have the effect of 20 regular capsules. Let me explain how this works in practice. When you take a regular supplement, most of the nutrients are lost during digestion. Your body absorbs only a small percentage of what you actually ingest. The rest is eliminated without having a chance to take effect. With bioperine and Alpha Vita, this changes completely. Absorption becomes much more efficient, ensuring that more of the active ingredients actually get where they need to go. Now let me explain how Alpha Vita differs from other methods you may have considered or tried. First, it is 100% natural. It has no harsh chemicals, no synthetic components that can cause addiction or dangerous side effects. All ingredients are concentrated plant extracts that have been tested and approved for human consumption for centuries or even millennia. Second, it works with your body, not against it. Instead of forcing an artificial reaction, as some pharmaceutical solutions do, it stimulates your own natural systems to function as they did when you were younger. It's like waking up something that has always been there, but was dormant or functioning below its potential. Third, It's discreet and convenient. No need to plan ahead. No need to explain to anyone. No need to worry about specific times or embarrassing situations. Just 2 capsules a day, preferably with meals, and you're taking care of your male health consistently and effectively. No one needs to know. No one will notice you're taking it, but the results will be evident. And here's something very important that few men know. The recovery of virility does not happen overnight, but it also does not take years as many think. With Alpha Vita, many men begin to feel the first signs of improvement in the first weeks of use. Energy returns first, then mood, then confidence, and finally that strength and vigor that you thought you had lost forever. This is because Alpha Vita works on several fronts at the same time. While maca and tribulus stimulate testosterone production, fenugreek improves the utilization of available testosterone. While saw palmetto protects the prostate, alpha-lipoic acid improves circulation. While forskolin optimizes metabolism, silymarin protects the liver, and bioperine ensures that everything is properly absorbed. It's perfect teamwork. But let me address some objections that may be running through your mind right now, because I know that many men have legitimate questions about this type of solution. First objection: age. Many men think that after 40, 50, or 60, it's too late, that the body no longer responds, that the damage is irreversible. This is a complete myth that needs to be debunked. Your body was made to function well for much longer than you think. Of course, some changes are natural with age, but a drastic loss of sexual vitality is not one of them. Men in their 70s and 80s can have an active and satisfying sex life if they take proper care of their hormonal health. The issue is not chronological age, it is biological age, and that can be positively influenced with the right care. I know men in their 50s who have more energy and sexual desire than men in their 30s. The difference lies in how each person takes care of themselves, the nutrients they provide their bodies, and the lifestyle they maintain. Alpha Vita can be that difference in your life, regardless of your current age. Second objection: the fear of dependence. Many men are afraid of starting to use something and then not being able to stop, or needing to use it forever. Let me clarify this once and for all. Alpha Vita is not addictive because it does not replace anything in your body. It only provides the building blocks your body needs to function better. It's like vitamin C for the immune system or calcium for the bones. You don't become dependent on vitamin C, you just become healthier with it. If you stop taking it, you won't have withdrawal symptoms. You'll just gradually return to your previous levels. But why stop taking care of your health? Why give up feeling better, more confident, more virile? Third objection: side effects. Because it is completely natural and works in harmony with your body, Alpha Vita does not have the common side effects of other solutions. It does not cause headaches, does not affect blood pressure, and does not interfere with other medications you may be taking. It is safe for prolonged use and can be used in conjunction with other supplements or medications with no known contraindications. Of course, if you have a specific medical condition or are taking prescription medications, it is always recommended to talk to your doctor before starting any supplementation. But for the vast majority of men, Alpha Vita is a safe and effective option for improving male vitality naturally. Fourth objection: skepticism about natural products. Some men think that if it were that simple, everyone would already know about it, every doctor would recommend it, and every man would already be using it. The truth is that modern medicine is still learning about the power of natural compounds. For decades, the focus has been on synthetic pharmaceutical solutions, which are easier to patent and monetize. But science is rediscovering what our ancestors have always known. Nature has powerful and effective solutions for virtually every health problem. The problem is that this knowledge has become fragmented and scattered, and few people have access to truly well-designed formulas like Alpha Vita. Now let me paint a complete picture for you so you can visualize how your life could be different. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling the energy you had in your 20s. Not just physical energy, but mental, emotional, and sexual energy. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing not just an older man, but a more experienced, wiser man, with the same vitality and confidence as always. Imagine coming home after a day of work and still having the energy and interest for intimate moments with your partner. Imagine her noticing something different about you, that sparkle in your eyes, that confidence, that masculine presence she fell in love with years ago. Imagine your relationship growing stronger, your intimacy increasing, your complicity returning. Imagine no longer having to avoid intimate moments out of fear or insecurity. Imagine knowing that when the situation arises, you will be prepared, confident, and able to provide pleasure and satisfaction not only for her, but for yourself. Imagine sleeping peacefully knowing that you are taking care of your male health in a natural and responsible way. Imagine having more energy to work, exercise, enjoy your family, and accomplish your projects. Imagine feeling more motivated, more determined, more confident in all areas of your life. Because when you feel good as a man, it reflects in absolutely everything. This is not fantasy. This is not an exaggerated promise. This is the reality of thousands of men who have decided to take action regarding their health and vitality. Men who understand that aging does not necessarily mean losing their masculinity, who understand that there is a difference between accepting age and accepting unnecessary deterioration. Let me tell you what happened to that 42-year-old man I mentioned at the beginning of the video. After using Alpha Vita for a few weeks, he began to feel a difference. First, his energy returned. He was waking up feeling more energetic, more eager to face the day. Then his confidence began to return. He felt more like a man, more capable, more self-assured. When he finally felt ready to try intimacy with his wife again, everything worked perfectly. His anxiety had diminished, his confidence had returned, and his body responded the way he wanted it to. His wife was surprised and happy with the change, and their relationship began to grow stronger again. Today, a few months later, they have a much more active and satisfying intimate life than they have had in years. He told me he feels like he has been rejuvenated by 10 years, not just sexually, but in every aspect of his life. His energy for work has returned, his motivation to exercise has returned, his mood has improved, and he is genuinely happy again. This story is repeated with thousands of men. Alpha Vita is not a magic solution that will solve all the problems in your life, but it is a powerful tool that can help you regain a fundamental part of your masculinity that may have been compromised. Alpha Vita is more than a supplement. It is an investment in your quality of life, your relationships, your self-esteem, and your overall health. Because when you feel good as a man, it reflects in all other areas of your life. You become more confident at work, more present with your family, more willing to take on challenges, and more satisfied with yourself. And here's something you may not know. Men's sexual health is directly linked to cardiovascular health, stress levels, sleep quality, overall physical condition, the immune system, and virtually every aspect of health. When you take care of one area, you automatically take care of the others. Alpha Vita doesn't just improve your intimate performance, it improves your overall vitality. Men who take proper care of their hormonal health have a lower risk of depression, a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, better bone density, better muscle mass, better metabolism, better sleep quality, and a better immune system. It's a positive domino effect that spreads throughout your health and quality of life. Many men spend years procrastinating, years waiting for the problem to resolve itself, years suffering in silence because they are ashamed to admit they need help. But let me tell you something. Taking care of your health is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of intelligence. It is a sign that you value yourself, that you value your relationships, that you want to continue being the best man you can be. You wouldn't wait years to treat a toothache. You wouldn't wait years to take care of back pain. So why wait years to take care of something that is affecting your quality of life, your self-esteem, your relationships? Men's sexual health is just as important as any other aspect of health, and deserves the same attention and care. The truth is that you deserve to feel fulfilled, confident, and satisfied in all areas of your life. You deserve to wake up every day knowing that you have the energy, drive, and ability to face any challenge that comes your way. You deserve to have satisfying, intimate, and pleasurable relationships. And most importantly, you deserve to be proud of who you are as a man. Time doesn't come back, that's true, but vitality can. Youth doesn't come back, and thank goodness, because now you have something much more valuable: experience combined with vitality. This is a powerful combination that few men achieve. Most either have experience without vitality or vitality without experience. You can have both. Think about it. You are smarter today than you were at 20. You are more mature, wiser, more experienced. You know what you want out of life. You know how to treat a woman. You know how to conduct a relationship. Add to that the physical and sexual vitality you had back then, and you become an extraordinary man. Alpha Vita may be the key to this transformation. It may be the missing element you need to become the best version of yourself, not just in bed, but in all aspects of life. Because a man who is confident in his masculinity is a man who is confident in everything. So, if you've made it this far in the video, if you identify with at least part of what I've said, if you feel that the time has come to do something about your situation, I want you to make a decision today. Don't put it off until tomorrow. Don't put it off until next week. Don't put it off until you're feeling even worse. Life is too short to live below your potential. Life is too valuable to waste years feeling less of a man than you really are. You don't have to accept deterioration as something inevitable. You can do something about it. You can take control of the situation. You can decide to be the protagonist of your own life. Leave your like here on the video to help me reach more men who need this information. Every like is important because it means that more men will have access to this content. More men will discover that there is a solution, and more men will have the chance to transform their lives. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content that can transform your life. And leave a comment telling us which part of the video caught your attention the most, or sharing your experience if you feel comfortable doing so. You don't have to give any intimate details, but knowing that you are going through this or have gone through this can help other men who are watching and feeling alone. And if you want to access Alpha Vita, if you want to try this natural formula that has helped thousands of men regain their male vitality, the link is in the pinned comment below. There you will find all the detailed information about the product. You will be able to read testimonials from other men who have already tried it, and you will be able to place your order completely discreetly and securely. Remember, your masculinity is not determined solely by the age on your ID